your crush? Like, do you have a specific moment of your crush for puppetry when that happened?
I what's It's funny because it was something that sort of lit a spark, but it wasn't necessarily I didn't see it as a love that could ever be returned. My being fascinated with as a teenager when I saw Fraggle Rock on HBO, um it was a little, and not necessarily my audience age, but my sister was watching it, and when I watched it, I was fascinated trying to figure out how they were doing what was happening in front of me, how these characters were moving, and how all the different scales, and they must be doing something with wires, and that one must be radio controlled, and that was obviously a guy in a suit, and then that one's just like the Muppets, but they're doing it different. So the kind of figuring it out mechanical aspects of how they were achieving Fraggle Rock kind of really, spun my head around. Fascinatingly, for me at least, I had no idea what it was going to mean to my life later on, and I it didn't drive the passion then, but it certainly informed the interest when I found the opportunity to do it about 7 or 8 years later. So
Yeah, how that happened? Like you receive a call or
Um,
your
it was actually a friend of mine, saw an ad in the paper, a guy who had worked as a local hire in Florida where I was going, to school. I was at college in St. Petersburg, Florida, and a gentleman who had been hired to do work as a local for the Jim Henson Company when they were doing things for Disney down in Orlando, about an hour and a half away. He had done puppetry for his church and built puppets for his own expression of his storylines and his own characters, and his eyes kind of got opened to the specific skill set required for television puppetry, and it was like a whole new world for him, and he went home and practiced the stuff that you have to practice in front of a monitor to do television puppetry, or at least arm and rod puppetry well, and realized that he kind of hit a block where he didn't have anyone to play with to kind of infuse the creativity and new things to react to, and he was in need of people to play with, and he literally put an ad in the paper that said, "I don't want money, I can't pay money, but I want to teach people how to do this, and we'll see what happens." So I answered the ad and just kind of fell in love with it after he taught me what he knew.